good point, and I hope Minami is going to really quiz me about this, is you would have seen this in the video had we been able to see it. But the fact is, when we look at things in the light of clear day, language is symbol. Every word is a symbol. Now, many people are kind of shocked by that idea, but it's quite true. And in the visual world, in the world of the internet and screens and the intellectual mind, we need symbols. However, if you come away from that visual world into the invisible world, which is the world of mindfulness and meditation and so on, you don't need symbols. And so a lot of the work I do is with beneath those symbols. And in the case of words, we can see that language is a pointer. Words are pointers. And really, the real transmission happens in the invisible world, because each human being is unique. And we interpret things uniquely. And so it's always amazing to me that more than 20 people understand one point. Because we've all got a unique way of processing things and a unique perspective. But we manage to talk to many people, and we seem to be on the same page. Yes, beneath those symbols, which we know as written symbols, we know as spoken symbols and heard symbols, beneath all that, really, we've got four basic things. We've got the breath, we've got rhythm, we've got tone, and we've got intention. And so, as we were saying before this started, before this third episode started, 93% of any communication is non-verbal, and that's research, that's proven now.
Yeah, so when we talk about communication, we think it's all words and verbal communication, but that's only 7%, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, especially like anybody speaking foreign languages, like they think, oh, you have to know all the words. But actually, that's only 7%. And we are communicating in so many other ways. And we are receiving information. We are being communicated through different ways. Is that what you mean by symbols? Can you maybe describe in other ways? So you said breath, like how they breathe, that affects how we receive? Or what do you mean by symbols?
Oh, yes. I can really tell if somebody's using very shallow breathing when they speak. Okay. And if they're using very shallow breathing, there's a very good chance that they are in some way resisting communicating something underneath, you know? And so, yes, we do.
So like, for example, like when you're saying, it's nice to meet you, but you're like, it's nice to meet you. Like they're not really meaning it. Like they're like hiding.
That's right.
Instead of, it's so nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Like you mean it, you feel like you feel welcomed. Is that the difference? I hope you can tell.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, when we are learning how to act, when I'm teaching, very often get students to say something very mundane in a very angry way. So they can say, I'm hungry. They're saying things with a different emotion. And that gives them a sense of what is behind and beneath those symbols, whether it's phonetic symbols, sound symbols, whether it's written symbols. And I think when we look at nonverbal communication, wow, it's so rich. We've got every part of the body is involved. We've got the whole body is involved in the speech act, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. And so when we look at the different levels, the tone of your voice, the register of your voice, especially if you're speaking a foreign language, knowing the registers is, as you said, is more important than knowing the vocabulary. And so with my students, who are very self-conscious about vocabulary, never having enough vocabulary in Japan,
Even our first language, we'll never have all of it. We'll never know every single word in the dictionary.
That's right. But
there's no such thing as perfect, right?
No, that's right. But Japanese want to be perfect, don't they?
Yeah, then it's just
well, not only Japanese, but yes, it is a trait here, which is very interesting. But the thing is,
you can use that for first language as well. Like we feel like, we have to know more polished words or like difficult words to look or sound smart. People tend to do that. Like people think that's the solution, but actually that's actually removing people, I feel like. I think this is a more embodied and more efficient and more powerful way to shorten the distance, really establish trust in a short amount of time, is approaching completely differently, not about just the surface level of words. And you were saying vibration beneath the words, right? Like what do you mean in like practical terms? Like what should people listen for in themselves when they speak?
Yes. Well, I think the first thing we have to be aware of is our bodies as an instrument. So if you like, your body is a bit like a guitar case or a cello case. It's a resonant vehicle for your voice.